What's going on, people? Welcome, guys. Listen, welcome, all. What did we just watch, man? Man United. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me just, I'm gonna sit down for this. Um, it's been one of those days, guys. It's been crazy. Um, hope you guys are well. Hope you all are well, guys. Welcome, guys. I'm gonna, chill here. Let's see what's going on, guys. Smash those likes as you're coming in, people. Hit those likes. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope you guys are well. Listen, is Ten Hag surviving this? Right? And that's something that we're gonna have to talk about. Is he gonna survive this? Um, you know, um, we thought that uh, we thought we're gonna get a win. No, did we think we were gonna get a win in this game? I was praying for it, but could it have happened? Probably not. Not a win necessary, right? But we showed up. We did something. Austin in the house. What's going on, buddy? Welcome. Good result for United, Eeyore. Yes, you know what, Eeyore? You are correctamundo. It's definitely a good result, right? It's definitely a good result. Nobody expected us to get anything, right? It didn't happen. Ciao, what's going on? Evening. If he stays, I have no words. Listen, hey, listen, Eeyore. This man, he may stay. Oh, Austin, your team won yesterday? That's what's up. Good job. Did you score? Did you? Let me know. But yeah, Chow, listen, man. From what I see, this man may survive, man. I'm telling you, Ten Hag is like a chameleon or something. Whenever you expect him to, good job, Austin. Keep it up, man. Keep pushing. That's good. I'm proud of you, man. The whole family here, they were support. We're supporting you in your journey in the soccer, which we call football, right? Yeah, man. Good job. People, smash those likes. Come on, guys. Let's get those likes up as you're coming in. Hit that subscribe if you haven't done so, guys. This is Man United Central, and I'm your boy Luther. Listen, man. First of all, from the top, I tried to do a live watch along. Things happened in the morning. I couldn't do it, so I had to watch the game on the road on my phone and stuff, which kind of sucked. But you know what? When that lineup came out, I was like, Ten Hag, what are you doing? You know you gotta win this game, right? And you line up with Maguire and Evans. I was like, Ten Hag, what are you doing, dude? And then in the midfield of Ericsson and Mainu, I was like, what? Listen, I gotta give it to Maguire and Johnny Evans, man. They held it together, right? They held it together. But again, that also exposes Ten Hag to be like, dude, you have basically on your bench right now, you have over 100 million worth of center backs, and you bench them on a day that you need to win. People, smash those likes as you're coming in, guys. Thank you so much for being here. He threw his signings under the bus and bring in players that he has no future with. That's the thing. And that's the thing. No future with these players, but he brought him in. Why did he bring him in on a most crucial game? Because he knows he has to win those games, but he went to those players, Maguire and Evans. That should tell you something like, dude, I mean, Ten Hag, man, obviously he doesn't know his best 11, obviously, but what, like, I was really shocked. Okay. I see boy pool. Hello, people. Welcome, guys. Smash those likes. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Hit those likes, guys. I appreciate you hitting the likes, supporting the channel, guys. Name a car for and for edit. I don't understand that. Boy pool. Hello, boy pool. Welcome, people. Welcome. Can you shout out my crush, Miriam, please? Hey, Miriam, I'm shouting up. Boy Pool said told me to shout it out. Okay, man. Uh, Kufari, Mehdi. Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. This is not a political channel. We're talking about Manchester United, man. Okay, we're gonna leave the politics out of here. Um, who are you? My name is Luther, and this is Man United Central, where we talk about everything Manchester United related. But we have folks in here joining who support any football team. We have Madrid fans, Barcelona, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. They're all welcomed here. We talk about everything football, all right? Not the NFL, but it's football, soccer. If you're watching from the US, if sometimes people get confused, right? So people, welcome, guys. Hit those likes. Austin came from PSG. Okay, all right. Also, you were supporting PSG before you switched to the big team of Manchester United. I like that, Austin. Keep it up, my man. That's good. That's good. So yeah, man. Ten Hag obviously he doesn't know his best 11. Austin, you did the right thing, buddy. Don't worry about it. Now we're going through Man United. I know you're young, so you hadn't really experienced Manchester United at the highest level, right? Yeah, we used to be amazing. Okay, in Sir Alex Ferguson days, we used to be the team. Okay, and we'll get back there. So keep at it, and then you'll see this team is going to get back to winning ways, and we're going to get back to the top. Okay. Also with Ronaldo, yeah, man, we had Ronaldo, Beckham. We had, it was just amazing. It was amazing time. If you can, I think on Amazon there's a documentary or something. I think it's 99. Check it out on Prime. It's a good documentary, kind of documenting how the 99 team did it, because we went against Bayern, and nobody expected us to win a treble, and listen, we got it done. We are, yeah, it was amazing. So check that out. That way what it means to be a Man United supporter. But now we're in the downturn. We're gonna get back up there. Don't worry about it. All right. Yeah, man. So Ten Hag, again, he doesn't know his best 11, right? You have almost 100 million worth of center backs on the bench. Now, I gotta give it to him. Okay, De Ligt and Martinez did not play very well in the Porto game. Okay, they deserve to be benched, right? Now, from the post-match interview, Ten Hag said, you know what? The reason he benched him is rotation, baby. Rotation. Listen, Ten Hag cracks me up, man. Listen, that's his thing now. Every time that you don't see a player starting, rotation. So it means what? Ahmad didn't start in this game. Is it rotation? Come on. Ugarte not starting. Is it rotation? You need your best team out there. You gotta get that win, and he doesn't start his quote unquote best players, which is it's kind of crazy, right? It's kind of crazy. Lie. Child, I say lie. Listen, that's what they do. Also they call spin. Felicia Bland, what's going on, Felicia? Welcome to the family, Felicia. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate you guys hitting those likes. Felicia, let me know. Are you what team do you support, man? Are you a Man United fan? I hope you are, man. I hope you are, Felicia. Welcome. Please, everybody, smash those likes. Let's get those likes up, man, and let's talk about this Man United game, man. It's just one of those that it's been. We definitely need to get this win, right? And today, but we didn't lose. Okay, so by that, in that premise, right, us not losing, it kind of bought, from what I read here, and this is from Sky Sports, right? It says like this: Eric Ten Hag has bought himself more time at Manchester United, but the next few weeks are crucial, says Gary Neville. So guys, listen, whenever you see stuff like this, or if you go to X, there's some reports from, I think, Laurie Whitwell and a few other pundits out there. They kind of be pushing things out, saying like, yeah, Ineos, they may take more time before making the decision, kind of thing. It looks like this guy Ten Hag may end up staying. Okay, uh, Chow is saying he basically lied to us in his first season. He can't play Ajax ball because he didn't have the players. I agree with you, Chow, right? That was his thing, right? Quote unquote. Listen, I cannot play Ajax ball, guys. I know this is why you hired me. I can't do it. These players, they can't do it, right? So this season, what did they do? They backed him. What did they do? They went and bought, not even backing him, they got him the same Ajax players that you had who they know how you play, right? And they're here and we're not seeing anything. That is so embarrassing, man. That is embarrassing, guys. Right? So I don't know. I mean, I personally, I really want Ten Hag to work. I really I'm rooting for him to turn this thing around, because if they keep him, for example, I know in the next 48 hours will be crucial, right? I know there's an emergency meeting tomorrow in Manchester, and then but there was another one that's scheduled, was already in the books for in London, where the Glazers are going to attend, right? So the tomorrow meeting, it won't involve the Glazers, so I don't think they'll be coming out with a hey sacking situation for Ten Hag. But the Tuesday one, you're gonna have the Glazers. Of course, the Glazers own the other 50%, more than 50% of the club. So obviously their input is important. So the tomorrow's meeting with, obviously today we saw everybody was there. Ratcliffe, Barada, Ashworth, everybody was watching that game, seeing like, man, this team is not looking good, bruv. But at the same token, okay, it's a good point, the one we got yet today. I gotta say it, because nobody expected us to leave with anything from today's game. Nobody expected us, because listen, Aston Villa is cooking, man. Aston Villa is cooking. So if they're cooking, and knowing that we were shambolic, we went in there, people expected us to be battered. But Ten Hag picked the right team, yo. At the beginning when we saw that lineup, I was like, yo, I don't know if it was only me. I'm sure some of you guys too. You were like, Ten Hag, you are messing around, right? You're messing around. But Johnny Evans being man of the match, imagine that. Johnny Evans, guys, he came to Manchester United. He just wanted to practice with us, right? To get his fitness up. And then we gave him a contract, okay? And then we gave him a new contract this season. And then this guy is 36-year-old, finishing that game against Aston Villa, man of the match. That should embarrass all those players that we have, because you are basically, they let a 36-year-old player who we signed for free, who came just to train with us, to get his fitness up, become the man of the match. We had players out in our team who are getting paid, who we signed for 50 million, 80 million, all this, and they all they couldn't deliver. And a 36-year-old showing them how it's done. Come on, man. That is embarrassing. That's what Dimitar Berbatov said that. He said all those players, they should feel embarrassed, where Johnny Evans, someone who's close to his retirement, he's showing them, yo, this is how it's done. Felicia is saying free Didi. Okay, come on, Felicia. Really, man? This is not it. Okay? We're gonna leave that Didi talk for somewhere else. Okay? Here we talk about football. Manchester United primarily. All right. Austin is saying Chelsea and Nottingham Forest tied 1-1. Yeah, they tied 1-1. Yeah, that was a good game too. Right? So again, man, it was just one of those. It was weird, but I'm kind of glad that he didn't lose. So Erik Ten Hag not losing against Porto and not losing against Villa, it kind of bought him more time, right? Because it showed like, listen, if it sets us up correctly, then we could be a hard team to beat in a way. But Ten Hag even said it himself that our big problem is we create chances, but we're not scoring. Not scoring is a big problem, right? Even if they sack Ten Hag tomorrow, right, or Tuesday, whoever's going to come on in the meantime, it's going to be maybe interim. It's going to be Ruud van Nistelrooy, right? I don't know what else can van Nistelrooy show this team or teach them to make sure that we score goals. We are not scoring goals, people. It's so frustrating, right? That is the one of our big problem. Uh, Felicia is saying I have 1037. I don't know what that number is, Felicia. Um, if football teams wins our next match, we go into a tournament. Oh, okay, that's good, Austin. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like I mean like it's just it's crazy that we're in this situation where you know we needed a win, but we're not winning, we're not scoring. But another positive is we're not conceding a lot of shots, right? We're not getting, like last season, every game we were taking in like 20, 30 shots kind of thing. So that is it's a positive, right? Ten Hag was whatever he did, he was able to cut that down, right? And also, and we're creating chances, but we're not killing teams. Okay, and if you don't kill teams, then you're not going to be able to win matches. You know, straightforward. It makes sense, right? So, um, I don't know how Rude is going to be able to do anything different, right? Rajat, welcome, welcome. Hello, what's up, everybody? What's up? Everything's good. Yeah, Rajat, everything is good, man. Is Rajat? Listen, I think Ten Hag is staying. Rajat, what do you think? I think he's staying. It may be too early because a lot can change in the next 24 to 48 hours. But based on this report, this is from Sky Sport, guys. Um, um, this is according to Gary Neville. He's saying Eric Ten Hag has bought himself more time at Manchester United, but the next few weeks are crucial, says Gary Neville. Okay, so Gary Neville believes Manchester United goalless draw with Aston Villa has bought Eric Ten Hag some time to turn matters around at Manchester United. But he believes the club's position at the next international break in November could decide the Dutchman's fate, right? So they may not do something now, but they may do something at the next international break in November, right? So this is according to Sky Sports, right? And it says that the Villa Park stalemate means United have won just 3 out of their opening 10 matches at the start of the season, with their 8 points from a possible 21. Wow, that's terrible. Okay, solidifying their worst ever start to the Premier League season. Guys, this is our worst ever start to the Premier League season. All right, come on. Wow, it's just crazy. Neville claims that while anyone of a United persuasion would have taken a draw against Unai Emery side before the game, it shows that low bar Ten Hag's team is working with. Right? Again, going to the game expecting to instead of expecting to win, we'll take a draw. If somebody said, "Hey, would you take a draw at the beginning of the game before facing Unai Emery?" Most people would have taken that. All right, it's just it shows how low our standards have become. Under Eric Ten Hag, which again, that should not be basically how we are run as a team, how we are coached. We should always go into the game knowing that, listen, we're going to go in here and hope to get a win. But today, we were very defensive, right? And the way we played very defensive, you would have thought that the likes of Ugarte could have been like a player that you really want to bring into the game because we're playing defensive. So this could have been a really good game for Ugarte to get more game time and stuff like that. But Ten Hag left him chilling on the bench. And if you leave him chilling on the bench, how is he going to get game time? You gotta give him time more game time. That way he can show what he can do. And another one is the likes of Amad Diallo. Listen, Amad Diallo, each time he plays, we always need a creator, right? We need a creator, and Amad Diallo does that. Okay, Garnacho, Rashi, they don't do much creating. Okay, so we needed someone who can create for the strikers. Amad Diallo does that, but he leaves them on the bench. Come on, man. I mean, those are the kind of things that kind of it gets us all frustrated about Ten Hag because he keeps on chopping and changing teams, not really knowing, okay, what should I do? Okay. It's one of those like you were like, okay, come on, enough is enough, right? Um, so we're like, okay, what should I do? You know, he broke his own record. Yeah, I saw that too. He broke his own record of 23, 24 night. Yeah, and it's one of those. It's crazy, right? Breaking his own record. You know, I mean, like, man, this guy, and it's one of those like, personally, as I said, I really would like for him to make it, but I'm at a point now that ideally I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind another manager coming, right? I wouldn't mind another manager coming where they can give us something different because sitting on 14th in this Premier League season, that is embarrassing, guys, because we're closer to relegation than top four. We're the big Man United, man. I mean, this should not happen. You know what I mean? So yeah. So Felicia, if you're watching, I put you on timeout, man. This is not the platform for that. All right. So that you know. Don't like Rashi playing. He doesn't track back. Yeah, Rashi. That's the thing, Rajat. Rashi doesn't track back. You know, it doesn't. But if he doesn't play, who would you start on that right hand, left hand side kind of thing? But it's just, it's just everything's just a mess. And Bruno Fernandes, guys, Bruno kills me. I'm sure you're also frustrated with Bruno. Okay, Bruno is our guy, our captain, right? Your job as a number 10 is to create. The main job for number 10 is to create. And if you're not creating, why are you there? This man should have been subbed, okay? He should have been subbed or he shouldn't have been starting, right? Because he's not doing anything. Like there's one time, I don't know if you guys saw that, Bruno got the ball, I think, on Aston Villa's, I think it was edge of the box on the left. Instead of making an easy pass, right, that way to keep us, to have us hold the ball, he did this cross ball pass all the way to Garnacho, and we ended up losing the ball. Really, Bruno? What are you doing? I mean, come on, man. Like, it's one of those that's so frustrating. I was like, dude, use your brain. And sometimes Ten Hag, right? If seeing that Bruno he's not cooking for us, have him hold the bench and start Ericsson as a 10 because you can see Ericsson can actually, he can make the ball tick like because he makes the right decisions, right? Rajat, football is more than scoring or assisting goals. Yeah, listen, but the thing is, Bruno's main job, right, is to create. And yeah, last couple of seasons, he was one of the biggest creators, creators in the league kind of thing. But that's your job. If you're not doing your job, you don't deserve to be starting. Okay? So Ten Hag should have let him hold the bench, just like the way he had Martinez, De Ligt start on the bench today. It could have been the same thing. Bruno is not delivering for us. But Ten Hag, I think he believes that, listen, at this point, I'm just going to have to keep on playing him, and hopefully he can play him into form, right? But it's the wrong thing. Play Ericsson there, man, because Ericsson can actually give you something. You know what I mean? Bruno should have been sold in the summer. No, okay, so child, listen, man. I don't think Bruno should have been sold. That I don't know. I still think he can do a job, but the problem with Bruno, the way I think, again, I'm not an expert, is if we're playing possession-based football, Bruno cannot do that. Ericsson can, right? Holding on to the ball. Bruno, whenever his brain tells him, if I get the ball, I need to look up and just send it. Instead of just holding on to the ball and say, hey, where's my next easy pass? That way the ball stays with us. The ball keeps on ticking. Bruno just wants to do in one of those Hollywood passes, which is frustrating. Yeah. So that, honestly, if that's the case, Bruno, it doesn't really work in the system that Ten Hag is trying to do, which we're trying to hold on to the ball, possession football, right? And yeah, Austin said, like I said, counterattack. Yeah, again, if it's counterattack ball or Ole ball, Bruno can do it. You know what I mean? Because counterattacking is just about you getting the ball and get it out of your foot as fast as you can, and that's what Bruno does. And it's not the right thing, right? And listen, if another thing is you'd say, okay, don't start Bruno. If you don't start Bruno, um, okay, Ericsson can start, but who's going to be your captain? You know, that's another thing, right? You need a captain in a game, but who's going to be the captain if Bruno doesn't start? You know, so it's crazy. It's crazy. You're not going to give the captain armband back to, for example, like today's game to Maguire, kind of thing. So you need a captain there. And one thing I can say about Bruno is his dedication, his passion, his willingness to run, all that. You can't fault him on that because he always gives it. He gives it 100%. Like he loves that team. He loves being the captain. But at this point, in time, he is rubbish. Okay, he is rubbish. Um, Rajat is saying, why get Mount like the guy, but is very unnecessary. Yeah, I agree with you, Rajat. People, smash those likes, guys. Let's get those likes up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel and make sure to hit that notification bell. That way, when we go live, you guys will get notified and we can jump on here and hang out, right? So, yeah, the signing of Mason Mount, it does not make any sense to me, right? Because signing him, maybe Ten Hag was thinking of a Bruno replacement, maybe. I don't know. Or, yeah, I still don't understand why we signed Mason Mount. No one knows Bruno and Rashi's instructions, do they? Yeah, no one. No one. Yeah, definitely. Mount is Ten Hag sighting. No, Mount. Listen, Mount. Remember that game, Tottenham game? Yeah, something. I don't know. He got elbow or something on his head, and he was bleeding, so he came off. All right. So he was good there, but during Carrington when they were practicing or whatever, this dude got injured again, and that's why he's out. But in a game like today, I think Mount could have been really good for us because off the ball he's very good when it comes to pressing, keep the ball ticking kind of thing. I think he would have worked very well for us in this game, especially against Aston Villa, right? But again, man, I don't know. Mason Mount, he cannot stay fit, So what good are you if you cannot stay fit? We need you, all right? Mount is worst signing in United recent years. You think so? Some people will argue with you. Our boy Anthony could be the worst signing. You guys, let me know in the comments below. What in the recent maybe 5 years, who is the worst signing? People would say Anthony, man. Aaron Wan-Bissaka? Nah, man. Listen, I like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, dude. Rajat, really? Come on. Yeah, man. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he did a job for us whenever we needed him, man. Because Aaron Wan-Bissaka's job was simple. If you need somebody locked down, you assign Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And I think he did it for us. Honestly, I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka did it for us. But it's very interesting, right? When he left, some people they wanted him to work. So when he left, I didn't know how much we missed a creative right back until we got Mazraoui. Mazraoui coming in, he kind of shows us, wow, this is what a right back could do. If you get the right player, yeah. So Mazraoui coming in is like a revelation on that right-hand side. So which I really like, right? But again, I'm gonna put blame here on Ineos not getting us a left back because Dalot is not a left back, and that's why we see all these mistakes that he be doing in games and stuff like that. He's not a left back, right? As a left back, your mentality sometimes in game, where to be, how to position yourself, right? Like some of the goals that we conceded the low, I think it was Brighton. Was it Brighton? I think like the back post was wide open because he does not think of making sure that back post is covered. It's not his game, So yeah, Rajat, he said Aaron Bissaka had that Bozu gene. Listen, Rajat, I can tell you this: the whole team against the Tottenham, they had that Bozu gene for real. Kind of wish we got uh, Kodioglu. Oh, okay. Um, when he was at Fenerbahce, yeah, yeah. I mean that could have been a really good signing. That could have been a really good signing for us, right? It could have been a really good signing. But I'm happy with Mazraoui, man, coming in. I'm really happy. Um, Now I don't know what Ineos is gonna do. If they decide to keep Ten Hag, maybe do you think they're gonna go into the market um, in Jan to see if they can get us a left back? Or by then, hopefully, because we see that Luke Shaw could be back. What is in after November, sometime there, Luke Shaw could be back. So maybe by then we'll have Ineos, no, Luke Shaw back. We'll have Malacia back. Maybe we'll play better when we have proper left backs, right? But again, that leaves a big issue in that midfield because the midfield has been a big problem for us, right? We get exploited all the time. Okay, excuse me. So there's that, and also, of course, the strikers. Our strikers are not scoring, right? Rasmus, Xerxes came in today. He was kind of off his game, and I'm not gonna sit here and really go at Xerxes, right? Because again, even with him, I think it's gonna take him time. It's gonna take him time to be able to, get bedded into how the team plays and all this stuff, So I'm not really gonna fault him. And again, we signed Xerxes. We are not really looking for like 20, 30 goals from him. I think for me, if Xerxes gives us 15 goals, 15 to 20 goals, it will be a successful signing. That's it. And that's the benchmark that I give Xerxes, right? And again, if Ten Hag gets gets adventurous, I would like to see maybe Xerxes as a 10, and then you have Rasmus as a 9, and we'll see if they can be cooking, right? So it's one of those that it's very strange. And I'm thinking here, like, listen, even though I may want Ten Hag to succeed, if Ineos tomorrow they come with a statement, say, hey, we're not going to make any changes with the management now. We're gonna back Ten Hag. I don't see, where our wins are going to come from. After the international break, of course, the games coming up, they are winnable games. But again, you cannot go into that game because after the international break, I think the first game is against Brentford. You cannot go into the game thinking that you're going to get a win, right? And Brentford, Thomas Frank he's cooking, right? Thomas Frank is cooking, right? And some people are talking about Thomas Frank taking over for Eric Ten Hag. I don't know, man. You guys, do you want Thomas Frank to be Ten Hag's replacement if he gets sacked? I don't know. Personally, I hate Thomas Frank is not the guy, right? So with Ten Hag, guys, some people are saying, well, the way he lined up today, people were like, yeah, man, this guy really wants that 17 million, So again, you saw today actually with Ten Hag, I saw some passion, right? I saw like someone who he's fighting. He doesn't look like he wants to leave the job just yet. I think he definitely still believes that he can offer something. I think he still believes in the project. I saw a report from BBC from Simon Stone. He's saying Ten Hag post match, he was like, listen, if the hierarchy they were going to replace me, I would have known, right? So he believes that him and the Man United hierarchy, they know that, listen, this project, it's not going to be easy project. This project is going to have ups and downs, right? And this is something that they knew was going to happen, and according to Ten Hag, they're all on the same page. Again, we shall see. When I saw the report from Simon Stone from the BBC, I was like, well, Ten Hag, listen, at a job, if someone is about to fire you, your boss or somebody, they're not gonna warn you. They won't come to you and say, "Hey, listen, Rajat, I know you're a good worker, but so you know, yeah, I'm about to fire you." They're not gonna do that, right? So if anything, like tomorrow or something like that, after their meetings and stuff, they're gonna say, "Hey, buddy, we decided to go a different route." You know, so yeah. So Ten Hag saying that, yeah, he would have known. I don't think so. I don't think so. And based on the results, Ten Hag, I'm sure he feels like, listen, the Ineos team, they have every right to make a change because we are not seeing changes happening with our team, right? We need to get wins. We're not getting those wins. But again, we're conceding less. These last two games, we did not lose, we drew. So again, it could be one of those things that actually bought him more time. Chow is saying, I don't believe any single word comes out of Ericsson Hag's mouth. Hey, Chow, I'm right there with you, buddy. Chow, I'm right there with you. Whatever he says, of course. Ten Hag lies, man. Ten Hag lies. But it's one of those, like, whenever I see his post-match interviews, I see those vibes from Oli when he was about to get sacked, Mourinho. It's one of those. You believe like the hierarchy, they're behind you, but behind the scene, they're working something to get rid of you, right? But again, it's one of those, if you think about it in a business aspect of it, Ineos, they feel like, listen, okay, to sack this guy, we're going to have to pay him like 17 million. Okay? It's not chump change. And we know how Ineos, they've been like nickeling and diming to get these players, right? We couldn't get Ugarte until we got money for Scott McTominay, right? So for them to shell out 17 million to get rid of Ten Hag, right? And then you got to get some, maybe what, 15, 20 million to bring in another permanent manager, even though you have, of course, Ruud van Nistelrooy can be their interim, which I definitely don't want Ruud van Nistelrooy to take over the job permanently, right? So if you are going to bring in another manager, so it's going to cost you maybe 15, 20. So again, right there, 20, and then you have 17. That is a lot of money to spend on getting rid of the manager, right? Whereas in a business aspect of this, Ineos could be like, you know what? Okay, we're really not losing matches. We're not conceding that many goals. And okay, we are closer to the relegation than top four. But if we win, I think if we win like 2 games or something like that, we could get back up there into that maybe top 4, top 6 region. So we're not that far off from top 4, right? If that's how they're looking at it, right? The way they're looking at it, how far is United off of top 4? And they look at let me pull this up and see how far we are from top 4, because it could very well be that is how they're looking at it, right? Let's see. If I'm looking at the Premier League table, right? So top 4 is Chelsea. Chelsea is at 14, right? And we are at 8, okay, in points. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 6 points. So we are 6 points out of top 4 spot. So Ineos, maybe they were like, listen, guys, spending 17 million to get rid of a person who is like 6 points off of top 4, it may not be the best thing to do, right? So they may say, hey, let's give him more time. Maybe he can turn this ship around. And the last time we had this terrible of a season or terrible of a start to the season was during Sir Alex Ferguson days, right? And we all know what happened during that time. Sir Alex Ferguson, they wanted to sack him, but they gave him time, and he turned it around. And listen, he's our legend. So it could be one of those. But again, guys, one thing I can say, if they stick with Ten Hag and this man turns this ship around, it will be, people will make movies and documentaries and everything out of this. Basically, if he turns it around, Ten Hag will deserve a statue at Carrington, because this ship looks like it's sinking, and we are really in the mud. So I don't know. If they give him time and he turns this around, it will be something they're going to be talking about for the longest time, right? So, in a business aspect, they may keep him, man. They may say, hey, you know what, Ten Hag, you are on watch. We're gonna put you on probation. We want to see something different. We want to see a change. We want to see, you string some wins together, right? People smash those likes, guys. We want to see those wins, so they may give him more time. And also, the manager market right now is not really the greatest, right? That could also be another thing because whoever is out there now, Ineos already talked to, and if they determine that these managers are not good enough during the summer where they had a chance to sack him, going back to those managers now and say, hey, okay, we want you now, it doesn't make sense. So they may just write it out. And then, but the thing is, if, for example, if they write it out until next summer, the manager market during that time will be better, right? And you can have more pull on when it comes to choosing who you want to be the permanent manager coming on board. You know what I mean? It could be that kind of situation, right? So this whole thing is just too crazy, right? It's too crazy. And Sir Jim also had said, listen, he mentioned something. I don't remember the exact quote. Is they're not gonna rush into a wrong decision. They would rather take their time and make the right decision, right? And so basically, they may be patient, guys. They may be patient, man, and say, let's see what happens, right? And I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. And Ineos, this team right now, I don't think they're governed by you and I, all these noises, outside noises they're directed to our team right now. Because right now, all those people who are Ray, what's going on, Ray? Welcome, my man. Smash those likes, guys. Smash those likes. Ray, welcome. Welcome. Ray, listen, if you missed it, Ten Hag may stay, man. Ten Hag may stay. Right? So again, with this guy, he may survive another second. Last summer he survived it by getting that win, right? Against Man City. And this time he got his 2 draws. Boom. He's gonna live to fight another day. So we will see. But also we see other reports that if anything, if a change needed to be made, Ineos, they also know that during the international break, it could be the best time to make that change if they want to make that change, right? So a lot is going to happen in the next couple of days. Will we get a statement from them? I don't know. Do they have to give a statement saying, "Oh, we're backing this manager and he's going to stay on"? I don't think they need to, because to them it's just business as usual, right? But ideally, you would think like they need to make some kind of statement, because the noise out there now, they're getting louder and louder. All these reporters, all these pundits, everybody's talking about Ten Hag. He's getting sacked. But listen, we've heard this before, right? Remember last summer? Everybody was talking about this guy's getting sacked. It didn't happen, right? So it could be another one of those that we're all being kind of stringed along, with this narrative that Ten Hag, is on thin ice. Ten Hag is due to be sacked in the next 24 to 48 hours. It could just be one of those clickbaits. They just want to put a report out there that will continue talking about it. But again, at the end of the day, nothing ends up happening. And one thing we know about Ineos, the way they operate these days, with them coming on board, you don't really have that much leaks, right? If they're going to make a decision or a move, we wouldn't know about it, right? Like the way they brought in Barada, right? The way they worked on Ashworth. Nobody expected Barada to be coming in. We didn't know that. Nobody expected that. But they were working behind the scenes. That's how lethal they are, right? So they could be doing the same thing. They could be they've already aligned the next manager, but this is not the time to bring in the next manager. So they may be willing to ride it out until the summer and then bring in the manager, right? So that could very well be the situation here, right? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, man. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. Listen, I don't have any of my UK folks here, so I don't know. You know, what are they seeing on their end? I know right now in the UK is it should be like morning, I think, right? Let's see. So we should be getting some news coming out of the UK and see, okay, what is happening. Let me do a quick search here and see if we have anything new that is popping when it comes to our Manchester United. Guys, if you're new here, I'm your boy Luther, and this is Man United Central, where we talk about everything Manchester United. Okay, the community that is here, we're here, we're just chopping it, talking it, going through the frustrations together, because sometimes it's easier to have the family like you guys to go through this, because this is tough, man. Our team is not performing well, so you kind of need that misery loves company kind of situation where we can sit here, the likes of Raja Chow, all you guys, in the same ball. We're like, yeah, man, we need changes, but we shall see. Let me see if I see anything. I don't see anything new. No breaking news, nothing like that at the moment, guys. So, yeah. Let me see what else. Yeah, The Guardian is reporting that Man United is on a holding pattern, waiting for something to happen. Let's see. Again, another exciting thing is, I don't know if you guys saw, we finalized the signing of Chido Obi Martin. The pictures came out. He signed his contract. So that's another player that, of course, he signed to the youth team. But according to reports, he's going to be kind of fast tracked into that way he could get to the first team as a third striker, right? So we shall see on that. Man United. I saw this report. I don't know if you guys seeing that Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon, they're trying to do a documentary on Man United. Right now we don't care about that. We care about the football. Let me see what else I see here going on with our team. Yeah, man. So there's really not much else going on. It's just Ten Hag speculation. We shall see. But the way I see it, guys, if it's odds thing, I think Ten Hag may end up staying, man. He may end up staying maybe until the next international break, where they're going to reevaluate him again. And hopefully after the international break, he can string some wins together, right? We shall see. But again, right now, like every time that Man United plays, man, it doesn't get me excited to watch him. I'm constantly, sitting, whenever I watch him, I'm like anxious. Are they going to mess up? Is the midfield going to be cut up wide open? One of those. Is the defense going to crumble? That kind of thing. But, it's frustrating. But today, I got to give it to Johnny Evans, man. Johnny Evans kept that defense ticking. And even De Ligt, when he came in, he played very well. Now, it could be that he played well because he was playing alongside Johnny Evans, a seasoned professional. And you could see him in the game making sure everybody's ticking, like make sure everybody's focusing, right? And that also could be the reason why De Ligt played well, right? So another thing that I'm glad is Lenny Yoro. He really hasn't been part of this mess that we're going through now, right? Because I'm sure if he was there, people would have put him in as, why did we sign this kid? He's not all good. He was not that good, whatever, right? So I'm glad he's on the sidelines watching, and hopefully when he comes back, things would have turned around, like would have gone through this tough patch, hoping, fingers crossed, right? And yeah, and the way I see it is, if he comes back and he may be starting, man, over maybe Licha, kind of thing, who knows? Because Lisandro hasn't really been playing well for us, for sure. So again, that is also an exciting part, that we have a player that we really haven't seen yet what he can give us in a season in Lenny Yoro. So I hope he recovers, and I hope he gets back soon. I think we should expect him back maybe after the November international break. That, based on the reports that I saw the other day. Yeah, and hopefully he comes back strong, man, and then he can help us. You know what I mean? But it was crazy today, man, to see Lindelof playing at right back. He also played very well. I gotta give it to him. Anthony coming in again. Anthony's just rubbish. Okay, so he came in. He didn't give us anything. Yeah. So today was not the greatest, but we didn't lose. That's what matters. You know what I mean? Definitely, that's what matters. All right. So, guys, listen, I'm going to end it here. You guys have been rock stars. Let's see. Rajat is saying, wanted to work out. I am not sure it will. Rajat, I am with you, my brother. I want it to work out. But if they keep him, then it's going to be one of those that, obviously, Ineos, these are guys are data people. They have already, obviously, they're going to evaluate everything in the team. They're going to go through the numbers. Yes, we're not conceding as many goals. We're not conceding as many chances. We are kind of somewhat harder to beat. And if there's a couple of games we should have won, like Crystal Palace, we should have won that game. The Brighton game, we should have won it. So those, again, right there, could have been 6 points. So maybe we could have, made it. Alex, what's going on, Alex? What's up, man? What's up, man? Welcome. Right? We could have done something. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's one of those that is very interesting street. There is no more Fergie in modern era football 4 times, but yeah, you know what, Chow, I agree with you on that one, actually. Yeah. Alexis is saying, yeah, Ten Hag is gone. I don't know, man. Ten Hag, he's a survivor. We may see. Unless you're seeing something that I haven't seen. Did we get a breaking news that Ten Hag is sacked? I don't think so, man. I didn't see that yet. But Chow here is saying there's no more Fergie, those legacy managers, right? And that could very well be the case. If, for example, Ineos may not want to sack Ten Hag because they don't want to kind of do what the Glazers used to do, to hire and sack managers if it doesn't work out, right? That's what they did. So maybe Ineos this time they're trying to come with a different approach, saying, "Hey, we're gonna ride this ship out." I feel like Ten Hag won't get sacked. That's what I'm saying, Alex. I think he's not gonna get sacked because to sack him will cost. Yeah, it will cost. Yeah, it's gonna cost a lot of money, man. That's what I'm saying. That could be a reason why this guy may survive, right? But to Chow's point, those days of legacy managers that stay there for years and years and years, those days may be gone, very well. So maybe if we sack him, we go into this model where we bring in another manager, we give him some time, I don't know, maybe 1 season, 2 season, and see what happens. If he doesn't work out, we sack him, get another one, like Chelsea, maybe we do that until we get a manager that comes in who can work, for example, with the players that we have. And it could be one of those, which is really frustrating if you're just going to be going through managers, like that, Did I tell you, I feel like did I tell you Emery purposely played trash today? You think Emery purposely played trash today? I don't know, man. I think Ten Hag had his game plan, his game plan worked, Ten Hag, today. We kind of nullified them, right? Aston Villa couldn't do much. We went into that game And Ten Hag say, you know what, guys, we're gonna park the bus, and that's what we did. We parked the bus. We didn't do a lot of attacking. We were very defensive, and it worked, right? Because going to Villa Park is one of those like we couldn't go in there saying, okay, we're gonna attack them, So yeah, Alex is saying at least Chelsea is being sort of reasonable, right? If you don't do your job, you're out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's what Chow was saying. Those days of legacy managers that you keep on, if they're not performing, like Ten Hag, obviously he was backed, he was given his players 600 million in, not working. It's one of those like all those reasons could be good enough reason to say, hey, you gotta go. But Chelsea, they don't mess around. If it doesn't work out, you're out of here, right? And now it looks like they may have with Maresca. It looks like it's kind of working, right? Villa have 4 injured players didn't play today. Yeah, I know, but still, Villa is a very well coached team, right? So even if they had injuries, still they should have been able to beat us because obviously us coming in there, we were a crappy team, right? We're coming in there. Of course, they also expected us to. They expected to beat us, but they really couldn't do it, So Ten Hag did something right, especially starting Maguire and Evans. That was the right move, because I'm telling you, if he started Licha and De Ligt, I don't think would have had a clean sheet. That's what I think, which is really damning because these are our best. If you think about it, our best center back pairing, 100 million worth of center back there sitting on the bench, which is kind of nuts to think about it, right? Alex is saying like the same thing happened to Mourinho and Roma, even though I don't agree with him being sacked. Roma were terrible at the moment. Yeah, of course. But no one will ever touch Gary Neville's Valencia record. No, listen, dude. Well, Alex, I think Ten Hag has beat Gary Neville's record, man. I saw something. I may be wrong. You guys may let me know. And I saw on Twitter that Ten Hag's record is just as bad as Gary Neville's Valencia record somewhere. I saw something like that, right? So who knows, man? so check it out. Do a research on that. What's your thought on Mark Goldbridge? Oh, listen, some people don't like Mark. I find him. I can tolerate him, right? I think he has really good insight. He gives you a different version on what is happening, right? And for me, I watch everybody, right? I don't know if you guys watch. I watch DR Sport. I watch Mark. I watch what is that? KG. I watch everybody. So I always find that very entertaining to see different angles. Saeed TV, yes, Saeed TV. I watch him, yeah, right. So I watch all of them, and so you get a really wide perspective of different people, right? I heard that United think that the real problem is that Euro is injured. Yeah, really? Yeah, that's bull, man. They think that Ten Hag can't do it with 600 million. Yeah, and that's another thing, right? Listen, if you compare, for example, last season, this season, 600. I also watch Staffy TV. Yeah, I watch Staffy too. Usually whenever he comes on with Saeed. Yeah, and Staffy, I think he's based in New York. So I may want, once this channel grows, I may reach out to those guys and hang out with them, because it's very interesting, to have folks here in the U.S. Talking about football. Yeah, and Alex is saying Mark Goldbridge is too funny, dude. I know, man. He's too damn funny, right? And a lot of people hate his guts, and to me, I don't mind him, man. He's one of those, you watch him, he's been in the game for so long, he has some of the really good information from the club and stuff like that. So it's one of those. I don't mind him at all. I don't mind him at all. But yeah, Mark is funny, man. Some of the jokes and some of his rants and stuff like that. Yeah. But I also watch Rants. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rants. That's another one who's been like, yo, he wants this guy to be sacked yesterday. So it's interesting to see other YouTubers, the way their viewpoint is. Oh, he lives in Jersey. Okay, okay. Oh, Lee Garner. Lee Garner is another one. Lee Garner is funny, man. Lee Garner is one of those, like, I'm like, this dude. This dude is so damn funny. I don't watch him like that because again he's Arsenal, so I don't follow him. But from time to time, I would see some of his stuff. Those people career modes, I know they're funny, 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 funny as hell, man. Yeah. So it's one of those, man. It's just interesting. It's interesting to see that what is going to happen with our manager, right? What is going to happen with our manager? Akash, what's going on, Akash? Welcome, Akash. Grewal, smash those likes, Akash. Hit that subscribe if you haven't done so, guys. Hit those likes, hit that subscribe. So bad for Akash. Are you so bad for Tottenham? Come on, man. First of all, that is today. It showed, like, listen, Tottenham beat us, okay? Brighton came from behind and beat him, and we almost beat Brighton. It's so crazy, right? I remember that clip of a goal line technology. It was screaming it wasn't in. Yeah. Just for the ball to be fully. I know, right? I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. So yeah, man, it's just the interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. People, smash those likes, guys. If you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Yeah. So I guess guys, in the next 24 to 48 hours, we shall see. We shall see. So Akash here looks like he's Tottenham fan. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Hit those likes, people. Hit the subscribe. So guys, listen. I'd already said good night a while ago. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you, Alex. It's past midnight my time. It's already Monday. So listen, stay tuned, guys. Hit those subscribe. That way, we can touch base if Ten Hag gets sacked. But I don't know, man. I think it's gonna stay. I think it's gonna stay, people. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been legends. Thank you so much. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribing. And listen, you know what? I appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace out.